Did you just notice that we clicked in perfectly at the same time?
No, I didn't actually.
Let's go on a journey through time.
That's all the lyrics I know of that.
And then it's, we don't really want to. We're going to miss our
I
show.
love that guy's voice so much.
So good.
I'm friends with my dad.
And we are off.
Harder. What are we listening to?
This is the Doors.
Oh, right. Yeah, it just sounded like circus music for a moment.
Jim Morrison is my spirit guide.
At least you didn't say spirit animal. Everyone has like 10,000 spirit animals.
I know. I only have 2. But
I think
Dan won't allow me to have the crow.
because of the movie.
Well, that too. But the crow's the messenger of death, and I sympathize with that. My spirit animal is the Rancor. Because it is
A fictional character from Star Wars.
They don't have to
Or
be...
one that really existed in a galaxy.
They don't have to be
a long time
real
ago.
spiritual animals.
It's made up, okay?
Yeah, well, spiritual animals are a made-up concept, so they can be made-up animals.
Might not be made
Well-
up. Maybe we come back, or we were.
So then I'll come back as a Rancor, and then they'll become real. That's how this works,
If
right?
I ever do find a Rancor, I'll know.
You will.
As it's crushing my head.
If I come back as a Rancor, I'll come back looking for you.
Oh gee, thanks. God, I wish I had money.
Don't I know it?
You do have money.
I wish you had money.
Oh, okay. Well, you could give me money.
Do you need to borrow some?
I wouldn't mind just for the day.
Where do you get your money from anyway? Do you do Centrelink?
No, I think I'd rather just get an actual job.
Good on you. A lot of people can't be stuff doing that. And those are the people that... All the actual people who can't get Centrelink are getting fucked over because of...
If I needed it, if I was like living somewhere and studying, like living outside of home and studying, then I would, but I'm not, so.
But good on you for having a moral compass.
Not much more. It's like, it's a pretty dusty compass.
Well, you don't need to. You're not a guidance counsellor. I used it right.
Yeah, that is the first time.
Yay.
There we go. If I turn it off, it just doesn't turn back on.
Right.
And I keep forgetting. It's only done it once before, but I'm suspecting that's the case.
Okay.
It's pretty messed up.
Your phone is easy to kill.
And I literally have dreams of killing it.
At least 3 times a week.
Cars, bombs, phone traps.
These aren't secret. All of these things can and will kill your dog.
Inside joke.
Put him in a box while he sleeps for 5 dog weeks. Dog box.
Human voice coming from inside the box. Don't listen to it. Scissors! Is there a way to like lean the seat back?
There should be like a knob on the side. And I've got one here. Oh shit, I actually realised I'm just repeatedly strangling myself with this by pressing that.
Can't seem to find it. Ah, found it.
Well done.
Good on me. I'm amazing.
We're all very proud of you.
Like 3 people said that I look like Tim Minchin tonight.
Seriously? You mean last night? Tonight hasn't happened yet.
You're right. The future doesn't exist. If only I was even a fraction as talented.
As...
Tim Minchin. What? How do you...
I really wanted you to clarify that because the camera might not get that.
The camera's a bit slow.
It's not a Ferrari!
I haven't even heard him laugh once. Or is it her? I shouldn't gender assign the camera.
I named my camera Alistair. That can go either way.
You think?
Yeah.
Sounds kind of vaguely masculine to me.
Yeah, no, Alistair is typically a more masculine name. It can be shortened to Alice. Because those are 2 names I like, Alistair and Alice. In reference to Alistair Crowley, the magician, Mr. Crowley. And Alice in reference to Alice from Alice in Wonderland and a song I love.
Is Mr. Crowley, isn't that also the name of the guy from Supernatural?
Yeah, Mr. Crowley was in Supernatural.
Yeah.
He was a real person. And he is my favourite Ozzy Osbourne song. Hence where I got the name Angus Crowley from. But I've told you that story, haven't I?
Yeah.
You've heard the story about how I became Angus Crowley, but the way I got the name was when I woke up in that dead state of mind and I heard that song and I just felt so empowered, so I just wanted to adopt the name. That was the day I went and I changed my alternative name on Facebook from Jello Pudding or Spartacus. No, it was Highlander at the time. No, it was Conrad Stonemax. I changed it to Mr. Crowley, and I haven't changed it back since because I'm very happy with that. And I turn right here.
Hello, camera friends. You right there, buddy? Yeah, he's right.
What's your position on the concept that Pokemon are named after what they say, not that they say what they're named after?
Yeah, I've always sounded a bit strange.
But it makes sense. Like, if they can only say one thing, that would make sense. But otherwise, they'd be capable of saying lots of things. Like, Meowth is capable of saying
You ever
lots of
think about how, like, aside from, like, a fraction of the Pokemon population, they all just have the same name? It'd be like if everyone called their dog Dog, except for, like, a couple of people.
What do you mean?
Every Pikachu in the world is called Pikachu, except for a couple.
Oh yeah, true. Like Sparky.
Yeah, it's like if everyone's cat was just called Cat. Or Meow. Everyone's just called their cat's Meow.
That would make so much sense. I can envision you doing that, and when people ask why, you totally give them the Pokemon explanation.
Yeah.
I mean, you had, was it 3 fish named Larry, and a mouse named Keith?
I didn't have a mind. No, that was the thing that you said I might.
But you would name a mouse Keith. You
Yeah,
would totally name a mouse Keith.
I would totally name a mouse. You would! Well, yeah, I probably wanted to go something stupider than that. I do like really bland, ordinary names for like animals and that, but...
And Tom the Warlock.
Something I've always wanted to call a dog is Pat.
That's right.
Pat the dog, man. They're just like, oh, what's his name? Pat the dog.
Was it you that wanted to name a dog Syndrome, so that when it got up you could say Down syndrome?
That was the one I stopped myself from saying because I figured it was too offensive.
Oh, well, I probably really fucked you on that then.
Yeah, I find it strange that it's called Down syndrome, considering everyone I've ever met that has it is some of like the most upbeat people I've ever met.
Yeah, they do have a really positive attitude. I wonder if that is an actual synonymous trait, or if it's just based on the people who have met. Well, it's good to have that outlook on life in general, and I guess if you've got Down syndrome, then it's even better to use it because you're going against something which is typically looked down on by a lot of people.
I've never really heard any like sort of prejudice against it.
No, but because it's considered, you know, abnormal, I guess.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of customers at work who've had Down syndrome, and they've always been like extremely polite and friendly. And they try to engage in a bit of conversation. I like that in customers. I really like that. They don't tip, but most customers don't, so I don't judge them based on that.
Well, it's not a big thing in Australia.
No, and that is what keeps me in second-rate clothing.
In the service industry, yeah.
As
Second-rate clothing, yeah.
I say as I'm driving
Spider-Man
around in
tops
the
and
car that my father bought for me.
Second-rate clothing being
Love you.
Spider-Man shirts that people compete on.
Okay, in all honesty, that shirt did come from an op shop and it was $4. It came from the same op shop as the shirt I'm wearing right now. How good is this shirt? I was thinking of changing into oh god, a third white shirt that I bought from the same store for $4, but no, I decided to go with this one. What an interesting story. I was going to change shirts and then I didn't.
Wow.
Wow. Wow! Cheap firewood.
It's a deal, Harry. Go. I have a fireplace. We could do it. I've never used it. It's very useful.
Because firewood is expensive.
Well, apparently it wasn't over there. But now we've missed our chance. I even have giant marshmallows we could cook. And I'm pretty sure they're vegan.
I've checked them now, there's gelatin in them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
People always forget with the gelatin that vegans don't have it.
Yeah, I was surprised when you told me there's hooves in it. Like, what?
I thought it was a general fact because I learned that back in primary school. And if I learned something in primary school, which is something I don't do, then I envision a lot of people would.
You'd think there would be like a really easy replacement than like hooves of an animal. Like, who even thinks to put that in their food?
See, that's the thing. A lot of people don't think.
Thinking sucks.
People are beginning to think more and more about it, which is why veganism has become such a popular trend.
Yeah.
But, no.
I wouldn't say it's a trend.
No, it's a way of life, but become a popular trend, which has made it more socially acceptable for people and has made cafes and restaurants more vegan-friendly.
Yeah,
so
that's definitely a good aspect.
Oh, yeah, and that's been incredibly beneficial for me.
Like, I always see vegan food and I think that looks really good, but I just have that thing where I hate things mixed together with food. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, which is why you only ever eat macaroni.
But that's the most ingredients of anything I ever eat. It's like 3 things. Dough.
Yeah, but when you think about what goes in a dough, are you like, you cannot mix the flour with the yeast? That is too much!
You're right. It should just be having the flour on its own.
What do you think they mix the flour with?
Didn't you just say yeast?
Yeah, but before they mix the flour with the yeast to make the dough, what do you think they mix the flour with to get flour?
I mean, look, if we're gonna go that deep, peas have too much stuff in them, you know? Look, they've got chemicals in them. I'm just gonna eat the chemical on its own.
Why not just eat the raw atoms of
Exactly,
the fruit?
right? Yeah.
Yes. That should be a new dietary trend.
Yeah, if only like the atoms were bunched up into some like really handy thing that you could also like to make it more solid and edible.
And it would
you
have,
know, like food, for example.
If you called it the atomic diet, that'd be so catchy.
Atomic diet.
Seriously. Oh, hang on. We can turn left and go to Christina's. You want to go to Christina's?
God, no.
Me neither. We love you, Christina.
She'd bite our heads off walking in on it now. Or maybe she'd love it. I don't know.
We both respect Christina.
Speak for yourself.
No.
I'm just like really disgusted. Look at you like, how dare you say I respect somebody?
No, I'm Christina, Ador, and Leo.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. But they're busy now, you know, uni and all that.
But isn't it uni break right now? Shouldn't they be free?
You know how much work they give you on the, like...
No, actually, I don't. Usually it's just like assessment tasks are all due before the end of the semester, and that's exams, isn't it?
I have no idea. But like, a lot of people move on to what they're doing next semester during the break. Do you know what I mean?
Vaguely. God, I love the Doors. I reckon you'd really like the Doors if you sat down and listened to them. They're an amazing band.
I like the stuff that Dan was listening to.
What was he playing?
I can't remember, which is why I just said I like the thing he played. But it was good, I liked it.
Was it Patti Smith or
As
indie
I
pop?
said, I have no idea. Indie pop, probably. I don't know.
Was it female?
I honestly don't know. I just remember liking the way that like the music sounded.
My friend... I keep referring to her as my friend Victoria, but by this point you should know that she is my friend Victoria.
I still don't know who she is.
No, you don't know who she is, but you know that I have a friend named Victoria. She's got Jim Morrison, the lead singer's tattoo, right here, and it looks so fucking cool. Her parents don't know, so I hope they never see this video.
Where's my banana?
37! That was a Clerks reference. If you don't get that because you haven't seen the movie, stay away from me.
I must go. My people need me.
Is that safe?
I don't know.
Well, I have a habit for making things unsafe, so I guess we'll find out.
This is amazing.
For
I can
you.
see the sky.
You mean the roof?
No, the sky.
I can see the sky.
So can I. Want to make this a competition?
What's the competition?
How much sky we can see.
Okay, I see
Trees of green.
red roses too, but I'm colorblind, so fuck you. And I think to myself, what a grey world.
I don't think that's the way color blindness works, is it?
There's like different varieties of colorblindness.
Yeah.
Did you know that there are colors in the world that humans are physically incapable of seeing?
Yeah, of course.
Have you ever tried to imagine what a new color will look like?
Well, I mean, I don't think I can. That's
See,
the
it's
point.
physically impossible to imagine what a new color will look like because we can only see the colors we are physically capable of seeing.
Yeah.
And that thought really fucks with my head in all honesty, but it's really cool when you think about it.
Have you watched the True Facts videos by Zay Frank?
Probably seen bits and pieces.
Yeah, there's like a thing where he's talking about some sort of crayfish, and it's just like, they can see like 600 more colors than we do. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's like 4. It's not so impressive now, right? 4, whatever.
Fucking crayfish. So fucking talented with their 4 extra colors and their little snippets. Makes me sick to my stomach.
Sam Joe's little sister asked how you get red peas. I'm just like, you just have a really bad diet.
One time I was hanging out with Sam Joe and Cass came in with a bottle of apple juice and she was like, Sammy, can you open this for me?
Aw.
And he was like, sure. And he took the bottle of apple juice, tightly opened it, and drank it all in front of her.
Oh my
and gave her
God.
back the empty bottle.
He's pure evil.
He is. And I love it.
I'm like playing the game with her, I'm like teaching her how to do it. Sam Joe just shouts from across the room, hey, don't treat her like people, she'll get used to it.
I love Sam Joe. I love his family in general, which is like, I had the best chat with just his mama. She's down to earth in the best sense of the word. Except she created such a paradox. She said, never listen to a word I say. Yeah, you know how much of a paradox that is.
Yeah.
My mum lives like just over there. Not literally, that's a Persian restaurant.
It wasn't even the restaurant, it was just the sign of the restaurant.
I've never had Persian food. My boss is Persian. So
And he has a restaurant.
yes, but it's Persian made authentic Italian food.
God, I can't wait to brush my teeth.
Yeah, I'm always excited about doing that. It's
Yeah.
like what I live for. You brushing your teeth.
You're just like in the side of the bathroom, like, do it.
Do it.
Harder.
Harder.
Harder, daddy.
Oh my God. You're just adding the daddy at the end.
Adding daddy. It is Steph's kryptonite.
I thought Voldo was her kryptonite.
Oh, that too.
And tickling. She's got a lot of kryptonite.
She doesn't like tickling?
You had...
I didn't know that. I've never tried tickling her.
Dan was doing it all day when you were there. Yeah, he kept on tickling her foot.
Well, everyone gets fucked over by foot tickling.
I don't.
Because you don't feel things.
He's trying to say something about me?
Yes, you are a sociopathic noseless monster.
Noseless.
Sorry, not noseless, but you can't smell stuff. So you might as well be noseless. Otherwise, it's just for show.
Do you know why your nose is in the middle of your face?
Because there was no room left in my butthole.
No, because it's the center.
Okay. Is there
It wasn't even a good joke, but the fact that you don't get it just makes it really funny.
Oh, fuck! That joke went over my head, then came back and hit me in the face. Swing! Swing! It's like that time. Remember Quanchy?
Yeah.
You studied lifting at Thomas Quanchy, didn't you?
Yeah,
Or you
that's what the thing you put on.
Or
my
are you a
face.
snowpiercer at Thomas Quanchy?
I'm a snowpiercer and I lift.
Where do you work as a snowpiercer?
I think I work at Snowpiercer and I studied lifting with Thomas Quanchy.
No, you studied lifting at Thomas Quanchy.
At.
Yes, there's a difference. Yeah, it was like that time in woodwork class when everyone was just studying, and out of nowhere he shouts, "Oh my God, Will.i.am is just William!" But that was like that time I realized that Ash Ketchum's name is because he's got to catch them all.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to think like just saying like certain words was really funny if they meant two things. I was playing Mario Kart with my brother, and like I'd just be like, hey, ketchup.
My name
yeah,
is
hilarious.
Ketchup. I mean, my name is Tom Ado. What does Misty say? Anchovy.
Anchovy, that's it, yeah.
And Brock Caesar salad.
That was such a strange episode.
That was. Pikachu with a ketchup bottle. How cute was that?
Yeah, that was like a better love story
Than Twilight. Well, everything was a better love story than Twilight.
Yeah.
My favorite of all those was the one where there's the plane crashing into the World Trade Center and just says it's still a better love story than Twilight. 9/11 memes. It's like there's that Side Night Happiness comic, and this guy just comes back from work, like, oh, that's the worst day ever. And the other guy goes, worse than 9/11? And he just thinks for a second and walks off scared out of his mind. What I was saying earlier, think about that. If it didn't happen on September 11th, say it happened on July 3rd.
Was that you that was saying that? I thought
Yeah.
it was Sam Joe.
It was both of us.
Oh, okay.
But like, I was thinking about this recently. Would people be saying 7-3 in the way they say 9/11?
Probably.
Probably.
Maybe not. Maybe it would have a different name.
Yeah, 9/11 does roll off the tongue. Interesting. It's an odd turn of phrase, roll off the tongue.
How did we start talking about 9/11 being at a... That's right.
I always go back to 9/11 when I'm bored.
Because I was talking about if I had the ability to stop time,
That's
I
right.
feel like every bad event from now on
Would be,
my own
yeah,
fault.
yes. That was an interesting subject, actually. Yeah, the butterfly effect.
Because if you could stop time, you could stop anything. You can change change whatever the hell you want to do.
You ever see that film, The Imitation Game?
No.
Well, in that, it's where Benedict Cumberbatch plays Alan Turing, I forget. But he comes up with a device that helps decrypt German messages. But what he realizes, he can't decrypt every message saying bomb this or shoot that, because otherwise they'll gain wind of the fact that something's going on. So they can only decrypt certain messages. So he has the ability to choose who lives and who dies. And he has to play it very tactfully. So essentially, life and death becomes in his hands, and he is given the ability to control who dies and who doesn't for the sake of others. So every death is therefore on him when you think about it. Inadvertently.
I think it's more of a personal thing. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's only every death is on you if you're the one person who doesn't pray.
I'm looking at you, guy. Yeah, you. Could see you don't pray. Fucking asshole. Every death is on you. You suck. Wait, was he talking to me?
What are we listening to?
This is still The Doors, Ricky.
Well, can we change it?
Sure, pick a CD.
Does this not open the way I think? Oh, there we go. Blues Brothers.
Yeah, the Blues Brothers soundtrack.
Dr. Dre. Streaming bloody... Sum 41.
The latest Sum 41 album, yeah. Limp Bizkit, as we were talking about earlier.
Simple Plan, I remember them. Jeez.
That's a really good album, that Simple Plan album.
What about when we were just in the garage and like we were like doing the sex version of Never Have I Ever? I think someone said Never Have I Ever like seen anyone whose genitals.
You're the only one who could drink.
And then Sam Joe's just like, oh, here you go. I don't think he actually did it, but I totally turned around.
No, he did.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Oh, God.
See, Sam Joe doesn't joke about whipping his dick out. One time he went behind a tree to pee on it, but he missed the tree and then fell over.
Oh my God.
That was my birthday. It was the best birthday present ever.
I think I'm just gonna go with Sum 41.
Yeah, do that.
Because I actually know who they are.
I think that's the only Sum 41 album disc I've actually got in the car.
If I predicted that my phone was gonna, you know, be a bitch, I could have just made my own CD.
You should make your own CD to keep in here.
I should, yeah.
It just has to have
What is left? Is this gonna be that 16 times over?
Pretty much. You have to have one copy of the 10-hour version of the CD.
I just like the idea of it, like, going to the next song and then it's the same thing again.
That is a good idea.
So, how do you...
You press that button to take the CD out, and then you put the CD in. It's like...
Oh, amazing!
It's like one of those PlayStation 3s you've heard so much about.
What?
Oh, it's how it functions. You take the disc out and put one in.
Dude, Kirsty would.
Kirsty?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Kirsty. Oh, I love the intro track, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're working on a new album right now, Sum 41. Only one of the original band members is still there.
Which one?
I don't know their names. I can never remember band members.
Okay, what's he do in the band?
I don't know. I think he's the guitarist.
Really? So even the singer's not in it anymore?
Maybe he is a singer, actually, I don't know. Well, if it's something like NWA, where all their single names are of particular relevance, then sure. But if it's a band, like, my favourite bands, Sum 41, don't know their names. System of a Down, don't know their names. Ozzy Osbourne, well, I know his name, because it's Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, they make it easier when they just name their band than their
And I do know his guitarist, Randy Rhoads, but that's because of the long history I have with him and my father. Not directly, but stories he's told. Yeah, we're going through Heidelberg, where Steph used to live, and where what do we call him, the Scuba Kogan now?
What?
Do we call him the Scuba Kogan?
What are we talking about?
That arsehole that Steph used to live with.
I don't even know his actual name.
That area over there, that is one of the violentest places my dad has ever told me about.
What, the Horse Taekwondo?
No, the subway next door. The whole area in general. This is West Heidelberg, the area where you want to stay clear of. This is where the mall is.
Doesn't look that bad.
I was about to say, should we do a drive-by shooting at Jeff's house? And then I remember, it's West Heidelberg. If we do that, we start up a whole new gang war. No, we'll leave him to suffer in his life without Steph in it. How good is Steph, though?
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. And Dan's cool too.
I mean... I love Dan.
They're all good folk. Still a shame you haven't met Haley though.
And no Spider-Man memes.
No Spider-Man memes. No classic Spider-Man and his amazing fuck buddy memes. Should I show her Spider-Man is an amazing fuck buddy?
She'd probably love it.
Probably. Well, I'm sure it'd be better than X-Men Apocalypse.
I still haven't seen it.
You really don't need to. But you do need to make sure that you watch it with friends so you can mock it.
I don't need friends to mock something.
Okay. Do you need to be sober?
What am I, a high school bully?
High school bullies don't have friends.
Not real ones, anyway.
Exactly.
Getting into some deep shit, man.
How deep?
Both of us have totally bullied someone in high school, though. You know that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There was an Asian boy, maybe his name was Will, I don't remember. I used to call him Jessica because he jokingly said to me one day, your name is Jessica, and then I kept saying it to him, but I said it to him repeatedly and endlessly in a rather cruel fashion.
Yeah.
For my first high school, I was a complete asshole, I know that much.
Yeah.
It did exuberate bullying attitude towards some other students as well.
I think I've actually apologised to most of the people.
I have as well, but there's still people that I wish I could make reparations with. So like the kid that I referred to as Jessica, he was a very smart boy as well, so he's probably transcended it completely and gone and do something really well with his life. The point is, I wish I could make reparations about that. I've said cruel things to even some of the people who at Bourne High School are now my closest friends. Some things that I won't even forgive myself for saying. I think everyone has more or less bullied someone in high school.
Yeah, I mean, no one's perfect.
No one is perfect. Bloody murder, we will scream.
Have you seen social justice warrior like videos on YouTube and that?
I avoid those.
What I find interesting about all of them is, the SJWs that are complaining, they're like smiling so much while they're doing it. I'm just like, I don't get why you're enjoying it so much. If you genuinely cared about these things, you would be upset.
Yeah, you'd be exuberating actual emotion.
Yeah, you wouldn't be sitting there like, this is amazing, I can't believe how good I feel telling these people off.
Social justice warriors are pure contradictions. The only way you can be a social justice warrior is if you come from a higher platform in society and begin telling people off for being in a higher platform in society. It's pretty much the Tumblr theology, white people hating on white people for being white. That's the whole social justice warrior concept. There's social justice and there's political correctness. Social justice has been overtaken by social justice warriors, and political correctness has been overtaken by PC police.
PC police?
Yeah. People who get either extremely aggressive or passive aggressive over most minor slips. It's very much just an internet concept, so it's people just putting shit on. But it's still a thing that I'm sure exists within small areas of society and areas people don't care about. But see, the thing is, it's condescending to the things these people are proclaiming to be standing up for.
That's just the problem with being part of any platform with people that have a goal or something like that. Like, you can't help the way other people that are idiots about it behave. And so it's like there are a bunch of people that are being idiots and for some reason think that it's all about being morally superior and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not. It's meant to be about equality. Everyone has like a bad opinion of feminism just because of a whole, like, a select group of people that don't know what it's really about.
We as humans will judge a collective group based on the poor behavior of a small minority. For example, the African American stereotype is that everyone that's black steals cars or eats fried chicken and watermelon because it's become a correlated trait within particular small sanctified groups of African American people. And it's the same thing with like bad Asian drivers or bad female drivers or rich white boys shooting up colleges. Honestly, as disgusting as it is, I actually take pride in joking about the stereotype that as a white boy I'm going to go shoot up a high school. Even though there's nothing funny about mass shootings and stuff.
What I find is funny is that you don't even go to high school anymore and you're still like, yeah, I'll do it. Watch me. You proud of me now, Mom?
No, I can't because we have gun control in Australia.
No. If we wanted to, we could, according to America.
Apparently.
It would happen.
Yeah, because now that guns have been taken away from us, that only the terrorists have them and they're going to shoot us. I should have been shot like 3 times by now. I should be dead
3 times over by now, Chauncey.
I'll admit that America's much more of a target for terrorism and things like that.
Yeah, that is a fact that must be considered.
But at the same time, it's still like most of the damage is coming from your own community, not from the outside. But
Oh,
like
absolutely.
everyone seems to say it is.
You know, people say that if you take away gun control, it's just the law-abiding citizens that will lose their guns and the criminals will still find ways to get them. The thing is, how many law-abiding citizens turned into criminals with a momentary pull of the trigger? Think about that.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
I almost said question. Good question.
Good
I shall not answer it though. It's a good question. Or I wasn't paying attention.
No. That situation in Olinda was awful. And I think there was another shooting that happened there shortly after. A smaller one, but a shooting nonetheless.
I love Trump's answer to that. If everyone else had guns, if everybody in the club was armed, that wouldn't have been as bad.
That's the thing. His stance was blame the Muslims and give more people guns. So pretty much promote hate and promote violence. Seriously, he's an actual presidential candidate. I've said this before. I didn't think that anyone was going to take Donald Trump seriously until I remembered that George Bush won twice.
I think Trump may win just because of the amount of advertising he's gotten.
He's got media control because he's a businessman. That's the thing. It sounds almost like paranoid to say, but the media is in control.
Well, yeah.
But even then, the media can find a way to play smart people. Like, I've been sucked in by stupid media things. And I
Such
consider
as?
myself a smart people. Like, you know, it's easy to get misled by something as small as a clickbait headline or something which has been rumoured and is being promoted as true. I read a book called The China Study, which was about promoting a vegan diet. They said, based on a diet that was going on in China, consumption of meat has been found to directly link to many kinds of cancer. And I actually read some evidence recently that had surfaced a while back that said the study completely neglected how much meat was actually being consumed by the Chinese.
The thing that I love about, like, we found this can cause cancer is like, dude, everything does now. There's like a correlation with everything and cancer.
You can die if you consume too much of anything.
Dude, I'm not gonna be that concerned about it, like, because I'm gonna die eventually anyway, and it's probably not gonna be pretty no matter what, so...
Tacos give you cancer, but if you die from tacos, it's a good death. Do you eat tacos, or is there too many flavors in them?
No, I don't, no. And also, minced meat kind of stuff. Ugh.
You don't do minced meat?
The only thing I really eat is, like, chicken occasionally.
And cheese, and chips. You only eat
Living
ch
animal.
food.
Sorry?
Chicken, cheese, chips. You only eat ch food.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have a ch in it, you won't eat it.
Chips. Chips, okay, yeah.
I literally just said chips. That was the third
Yeah,
one.
but I'm just like, that has nothing to do with like veganism.
How do we get vegans from this? We're talking about chicken and cheese.
Like
you eat chicken and cheese,
Yeah.
and neither of those are vegan. So what correlation does that have with veganism?
You know, it may be just me like projecting here because you keep on saying that you're vegan all the time. When we were talking about food, so I just assumed we were having a vegan conversation.
Fair enough.
Water, man.
There's water here.
Oh, thank God. It's really cold too.
Yeah, definitely need to get a bit fresh air in here. How long have we been at these red lights? Jeez. There we go, green. Okay, now that's too much light, and I don't know why, but I got a feeling that letting down the window put the sun in, even though that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Are we near your KFC now?
Yeah, it's over there.
Oh, good.
Why?
No, I just wanted to ensure that my hunch feeling that where we are is correct. So we're just gonna be like 3 minutes from yours now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sweet. Do you have any last minute things? Do you want to fit into the vlog while we're still talking shit?
I had no plans when we started doing this.
Well, you're not supposed to.
I didn't realize we were going to keep doing it after everyone else got out of the car, actually.
Well, I didn't originally plan to do a thing with them anyway.
Yeah.
Should I split that into 2 vlogs, or should I make one big one?
Kind of make one thing.
You reckon?
Sure. I still don't know what Resurgence is.
What the word means?
No, the movie. I don't know. I've heard nothing about it.
You don't really need to hear anything about it. It's just Independence Day. We're fighting against aliens again.
Again. I haven't seen the other one. Is there one before it?
Independence Day.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Oh, Independence Day was one of the most groundbreaking films of its day.
Really?
Yeah, when it came out, it either became the highest grossing film of all time or second highest grossing film of all time. It was recognised for its amazing visual effects and for Will Smith's performance. That was the film that made Will Smith a star because it came after Bad Boys.
Yeah, it made him a spa.
Made him a spa.
I wonder how much a Will Smith spa costs.
What would a Will Smith spa even involve?
I just imagine it just being shaped as him, like hugging you.
Yeah.
And just his head at once.
And it would leave you as fresh as the Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm not in any headspace to be going to work. I need to go home just to eat some fresh food to pick me up.
I have some apples at mine if you want.
Oh, no, I've got apples and stuff at home. Besides, you need that more than I do.
Trying to say something? Trying to say something about me and my health?
No, I'm saying you don't have too much money right now, so you're going to want to save the food you've got.
Fair enough. Because all my organs are in a competition to kill themselves.
Yeah.
See which one will kill themselves first.
Take 20 out.
Oh, thanks.
If you take any more, I've got camera evidence.
Where the hell do I even...
Underneath the spot where it says he's no good to be dead, that little pocket there.
Underneath it?
The pocket that is where that...
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Camera evidence. It's not really camera evidence, because I'm like doing it over here.
Okay, but show the camera the 20. That was brutal.
What?
That. You flashing the 20 at the camera.
I don't remember. What are you talking about?
Did you do it with a 50?
No.
Huh? What?
Who are you?
Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Where am I?
You are in the Senate.
I am the Senate.
What's this from? Bounty Hunter license?
It's Boba Fett from Star Wars.
Alright, I still don't get why everyone likes him so much. He did nothing.
It's not about what you do, it's about how awesome you
I
look
didn't even
not
think
doing
he
it.
looked cool. Like he's... whatever.
Well, that's your problem.
That sounds like your problem.
I'm gonna have to censor you saying that word. Just so
Yeah, I knew I was gonna say that too.
Sam Drew did the same thing in his vlog. You straight up.
Bitch, you crazy! I can't afford an Xbox!
But you should say bitch.
Yeah, female dogs aren't too offended.
No. But social justice warriors are offended for them. Maybe if they're like dogkin, bitchkin, I don't know.
All of that kin nonsense, man.
I'm planning to sit in here and cry while you're inside. I'm still trying to get over the ending to Dexter.
You've been getting over that for like a year.
Close to a year, actually.
Would you like your wallet back? I don't know where it is, so you might have to-
incidentally, I would.
Incident.
Incident.
Your choice of words. I don't even think you're using them right. And like, I wish I knew more about them so I knew for sure that you weren't.
Oh, there's Sam Drew's nutsack on my phone. How lovely. Do you know what those words were?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah?
Who are you? Who am you?
I am anger under
God,
pressure.
I can't believe that question made it into your vlog.
Of course it was gonna make it. All the questions made
Next
it.
time, right, me and Dan are gonna do the questions, okay?
Dan's gonna be in it as well.
Yep, it's what he's decided for us.
Am I gonna be in it?
No.
But it's my video series.
Yeah, I know, but we're just gonna leave you out.
Okay, well, I'll edit it.
You'll just film.
Okay.
Like, you'll be there and you'll just film and you have to be completely silent the whole time.
Fuck, I forgot Pikachu was there the entire time.
How could you forget about Pikachu?
He's like Dre. People forget about Dre. I never forget about Dre, but Pikachu, yeah. But it's also because I'm supposed to be looking ahead, not back at a fucking Pikachu sitting in my backseat.
Be aware of all your space, man. You know? What if Pikachu had a gun? You know?
We're not in America. You don't know how to use guns? What kind of Americans are you?
I don't actually know how to use a gun.
No.
I'm proud of that fact.
Yeah, I've used a 22 bolt action rifle when we went shooting at Alia. That was good.
I'm already doing the archery stuff now. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
I missed out on archery because someone gave me the wrong time.
Doing the archery in of itself was fun, but it wasn't like a good environment at that day. Everyone was like,
So we're just gonna like sit in here, or are we gonna?
yeah, let's just stay here and continue doing this vlog for the next couple hours. I'm just like sort of procrastinating because I have to do stuff once I get inside.
And it's 3 minutes to 4.
Yeah.
Don't you have to like clean the house?
Mm-hmm. In 3 minutes.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Like it's literally vacuuming and mopping and all that kind of stuff. So no, I can't do that in 3 minutes. The cats have been like sleeping in places, and for some reason they're molting a lot at the moment. So it's just like I could make a new cat out of the hair that they've left behind in my house at the moment. Anyway, it's time to go, Pikachu.
Bye bye, Pikachu.
You should just put Pikachu in every video. I mean,
In the background, yeah.
it's all right. I know you get a bit of car sickness, buddy. Oh, have I shown you his butthole?
No.
He's got a butthole. Cigarette?
Did someone burn him with a cigarette?
No, it was a Christmas light.
What? How?
It was a thing I was doing with my ex. I was joking Pikachu was like trying to court her.
By giving himself anal with a Christmas light?
No, the Christmas lights were wrapped around him.
Oh.
And because like his butt was the only thing that was in contact with something else, it got like super hot there and burnt a hole in it.
Pikachu got hot butt.
You really pretty Pikachu. Hey, you weren't now.
I'll give you props for trying.
I haven't even watched King of the Hill.
You
so
don't need to, but in King of the Hill, I'm...
You don't need to. You can make references to it.
Yeah, you do need to watch it. Fuck, I'm not wording right now. No, see, the thing is, in King of the Hill, I'm Boomhauer, Dan is Bill, you're the white guy. Like they're all, I mean, all 4 of them are white guys. You're the guy that's not.
Can I be Bobby? I don't know you!
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Well, you did kick that guy and punch that guy. And
Yeah, and I haven't stolen a purse yet. Oh, no, I haven't had my purse tried to be taken.
I was thinking more like you're that other guy, the guy with the sunglasses. You know, the hick. Wait, I mean, they're all hicks. Fuck.
Yeah, like,
There I go again.
I loved that thing you showed me where they're all high.
Except Boomhauer.
Yeah.
Hey, tell you what, a dang old detector, man, talk about government take away freedom of smoke, man. Tell you what, a dang old yo, man.
Hey, man, I tell you what, man, the dang old boy ain't right. Man, I'm gonna talk about on kicking them dang old ass, man. I don't take.
Dang old pretty Pete, I tell you what.
Tell you what. Yeah, I am so Boomhauer because I always talk like that. Just a ridiculous fast, right?
Yeah,
When I was
you're
telling
so fast, man. And like, what's great though is I'm like, what? And then you just say it again, just as fast but louder. Like the volume was the problem. Like the reason I couldn't understand you was just.
That's totally a thing I do. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
I hate it. And then like I go, what again? And you're like, are you deaf or something? And it's like, no. You just said it so fucking fast.
All the fucking time.
I am trying to get through an article on vintage Camaros, and I've been on the same dang page for 20 minutes. The fire day, and it don't that gum that come out everywhere, man. I don't know, saw Nick man run out there. I don't know if he Chuck Mangione gonna come down here.
Sir, you are going to have to speak more slowly. I cannot understand you.
Dang old Meglo Mark had talked about them old that it blue.
Like it's like if you wrote a story and put no spaces in between the words. That is how you talk when you're excited.
I love Boomhauer. I am Boomhauer.
We are done.
We're done.
Aluminium foil.
I said aluminum, didn't I?
Fuck!
That is the end of things.
Take off your top and get killed by Greg Kinnear.